I get a lot of questions about being a stay-at-home wife, what I do, what my routine is, how to be like productive and successful at being a stay-at-home wife. Hello, welcome back to another video. Today is Tuesday, July 26th. It's about 11 o'clock right now, and I just got done with my daily Pilates class. I go to Pilates 5-6 days, sometimes 7 days a week. I love it. It's so addicting and like the best workout. But I figured I'd go ahead and start a vlog. I'll probably film today and a little bit tomorrow, depending on how much I do today. But I get a lot of questions about being a stay-at-home wife, what I do, what my routine is, how to be like productive and successful at being a stay-at-home wife. Because you don't have a boss, you don't have anyone you really have to be accountable to. I haven't always been perfect at this. I go through, you know, different waves of being really on top of my game, and then other times sleeping in a little bit more and not being as productive. But I feel like, you know, if you have a 9-to-5 or you don't, like, we all go through those phases. So I just get questions about this a lot, and I figured I would do an updated kind of stay-at-home wife, get an idea of like what I do during the day. So I typically wake up anywhere between 7:30 and 8:30 in the morning, get up, take the dogs out, give them breakfast, make the bed, have some pre-workout or like a Celsius or whatever, and then head to a Pilates class. That's typically how my morning looks every single morning. Depending on when my husband David needs to be at work, he will kind of like help me out with a few of those things. I will say that I feel super blessed and fortunate to have this lifestyle. It works for my husband and I. I don't think it works for everybody, but we've been doing this since about 2017, and there have been times where it's going really well and times where we're like butting heads. That's with any marriage or relationship. But I am super fortunate because, you know, obviously he's the breadwinner, so he has never ever said that it's just his money. He always talks about finances as they're ours. He sees everything that I do as an equal part to what he does, and he really respects me and values what I do, and I am so grateful for that, because he really could just be, you know, very controlling with finances, or like getting pissed that like the house isn't clean because he's at work all day. Like, he's never once done that. He also is always willing to like help me out, and if something like I need help folding laundry or like doing the dishes or help with the dogs or dinner, he is always there to help me out. So, oh my gosh, every freaking car that could ever park in the Sprouts parking lot just got here. So anyway, I just wanted to say that we have a very fortunate situation. I feel extremely blessed every single day that I married someone so amazing. I'm gonna just bring you guys through my day. Like I said, I just got done with Pilates and I'm about to go into Sprouts and pick up some groceries. I have a little list right here. And then I need to do laundry today and clean up and do the dishes and like all kinds of stuff. So yeah, if there's anything I end up missing in this vlog, always feel free to comment down below and ask any questions. I get back to every single comment very quickly. So let's get into the video. Okay. I could take you go poop. What are you doing? You funny? Are you funny today? Can you sit? Down. Thank you. So I figured I would give you guys a little background to how I became a stay-at-home wife. Also, I wanted to include the kind of things that I do that help me be successful at this and feel my best and stick to a good routine, because I do get asked that pretty often, how I've established a routine, what do I do to stay busy, so on and so forth. So let's back all the way up to the last time that I had a full-time job, which was 2017. But before that, you need to know that David and I met when I was 22, going on 23. I was a bartender. I had been in the service industry for years, like since I was 15 years old. So we met while I was bartending one night. Long story short, we got engaged like 3 or 4 months after meeting, and then we were legally married when we lived in Vegas, like 6 or 7 months after that. So we get engaged, we moved to New Mexico. While David's finishing up training, I didn't work because we were only going to be there for about 5 or 6 months. We got our husky Sky, and I just was dog momming it up. And then from there, we got our first PCS to Vegas. And in Vegas, I got a job as a cocktail server and pool server / bartender at a casino. And then after that job, I got a job as a nanny to a newborn, and I had that job for about a year and a half. And in 2017, I found out that I was pregnant. So David and I planned a trip back home. We told our entire family, but unfortunately during that trip, I miscarried at about 6 or 7 weeks and lost my nannying job. They had decided to let me go because the grandparents were moving to Vegas, and if they could save money and have the grandparents take care of the kids, they were going to do that. So that weekend was like the life-changing weekend. And if it seems at all like I'm talking about this lightly, it's because this was years ago and I'm fully healed from that loss. And I really do believe that everything happens for a reason, and that just wasn't our time to become parents. So we come back from that trip. I am obviously pretty depressed and pretty down, and I did not have any desire to like go back to job searching, and I really wanted to just take a completely different direction. We had been into fitness and weightlifting and all of that, and just health and wellness in general for a long time at this point. And I wanted to get my personal training certification, so I didn't go back to working. I just stayed home and like studied and did the personal training courses like every single day until I took the test and got my certification. And I had my certification for about 3 years until like 2021. And I trained a few people, but mostly I used what I learned from my certification to make workout videos on social media. So I did a lot of stuff on YouTube. And if you go back to my Instagram, like back to 2020 and even before that, it was mostly all fitness and like workout related content. And then over quarantine, I just felt like I needed a shift. I wasn't super passionate about that anymore. Not about working out, because I still work out every single day, but I just didn't see myself being a trainer. So I started kind of switching my page to more of like everyday lifestyle and fashion inspo, which is what it is now. And yeah, so that's kind of the background of like working, when I stopped working, and then where we are currently. Now moving on to, my daily routine and how I stay motivated and self-disciplined. Having a steady routine every day is the best for me. So like setting an alarm every morning and having a time to wake up, even though no one's telling me to. I don't have a boss. I don't have anyone telling me what to do that day, having like a to-do list of things that need to get done. I do that for myself. And there are some weeks, where you're kind of feeling down and you have zero motivation and you just don't want to do anything. But I never, ever skip my routine, which is setting an alarm, waking up in the morning at a decent hour, taking the dogs out, giving them breakfast, making the bed, tidying up, slamming some kind of caffeine, and heading to a workout. Those are things that do not change. Now on the weekends or like on vacation, obviously we're a little bit more relaxed about that, but I do not change my morning routine. And that has been something that has kept me motivated and disciplined for years now. Because once you get those things done, it just, makes you feel like you can do more and more. And it just gets that motivation and that, like, what's the word I'm looking for? That, I guess, energy or momentum. Yeah, getting that momentum going. So I will say setting an alarm is so, so, so important. If you don't have a boss and no one's setting a schedule for you and telling you what to do all day, it's really easy to just kind of like let the day go. I've done it several times before. But set an alarm for yourself, get up, and establish a morning routine. That's really helpful. Also, I joined a Pilates studio a few months ago, and that has been a game changer for me. I used to just work out at the apartment complex, and there would be, an entire week or two that I wouldn't really talk to anybody else except David, and I wouldn't see people, and I wouldn't even leave the house. So having a place to get up and go to every morning has been great. It's my workout for the day, and it's become like this hobby that I love so much. So that's really, really important. Second, obviously content creation. It's a hobby and it's my job. So I always have content to film or content to edit. I always have something to do there. And another thing I just did recently was I realized that I just needed to make like a couple more friends and be more social. So I joined Bumble BFF, and I've been hanging out with my girlfriend Jade, I think like every week for over a month now. So having at least one social thing on the schedule has been really great for like mental health and just helping me feel super balanced and like having like a well-rounded schedule, because like I said before, there would be just weeks where I wouldn't really see anybody else. I also have my girlfriend Rashida and her husband Nate, who works with David, and we see them pretty often, and that's been awesome. And like another couple that we see every now and then. So just having like just 2 or 3 people to be able to hang out with once or twice a week is super, super helpful. Another thing, what was I gonna say? Oh, what I'm doing right now on the screen. Meal prepping, cooking, like really getting into cooking has been so great for me. I cook all the time, and it takes up a lot of time. It's also enjoyable when you want to be doing it. I don't always want to be cooking. There are many, many nights where we order in food, but that's been nice. And yeah, just having like a home cooked meal on the dinner table at least 4 or 5 nights a week has been awesome. And lastly, don't forget to have like you time. You have to take care of yourself. I find myself always taking care of everyone else. I'm taking care of the house and the cooking and the dogs and my husband. And you will see in this video that I do take the time to go get my nails done. I take the time to do my like self tan, put on some makeup, get nice, do content, take pictures. I also take the time to, if everything else is done, and sometimes even when it's not all done, I will sit my butt on the couch and watch freaking Housewives all day if I want to. Like, you don't have to be on top of it all of the time. Just do your best and just make sure that you're contributing as much as your partner is. Like, you never want to get into that position where you feel, or one person feels like I'm doing all of this work and you aren't pitching in or helping me out. Like I mentioned, or I end up mentioning, I'm not sure if it's been said or not yet. This is all about having a partnership and making sure that you guys are doing everything you can to help the other one be successful. That's how this is going to work, but it is okay to take some days off and be a little lazy. And yeah, so if I missed anything, or if you guys have any more questions, please comment below, let me know, and I will get back to you. I'll let you guys go ahead and finish the rest of this video, and I hope y'all enjoyed all of that information. All right, y'all, as you've seen, I have been cleaning, doing laundry, meal prepping a little bit, and it is almost 4 o'clock now. And I'm just making the lunch I have like pretty much every single day. It's just an organic tortilla, and then I do Daya cheese, and I'll either do like bitchin sauce, or I do this almond pesto dip with vegan deli meat, balsamic glaze. Right now I have micro arugula and then just some spring mix, and then I'll do like fruit on the side, usually grapes, and some chips. And I have this, like I said, pretty much every single day. It's super easy and it tastes good, so I love it. I'm pretty sure I decided to do just like a voiceover over like the cleaning and stuff, kind of explaining like why I became a stay-at-home wife and stuff like that. The main types of days I have are either days like this where I am, you know, running errands, meal prepping, grocery shopping, cleaning, doing laundry, stuff like that. And then another type of day will be getting ready for the day and shooting content all day and editing. And then another type of day, if all my appointments somehow line up, it'll be like getting my nails done, going to get a facial, you know, getting my hair done or whatever, some kind of random thing like that. Or like going shopping or whatever. Those are like typically the days that I have. Tomorrow will be more of a going to work out, I need to go get my nails done, shooting content kind of day. So I figured I'd give you guys like a little taste of both. For the rest of the day, I'm just gonna finish doing the laundry. And then tonight I prepped that salad. I'm gonna do some asparagus and then some air fried salmon for dinner. I will insert a clip of dinner once it's done later on. And then I will pick up this vlog tomorrow. I'm so glad I got all this stuff done today though, because I cannot do like a content day where I'm filming a bunch of stuff like in the guest room, or trying to like go out and take pictures and stuff, or like even be on any kind of like good productive schedule if there's laundry and dishes and things are just feeling like dirty. Like I have to have it clean and organized to be able to feel productive. So that's the wrap. I'm gonna wash these grapes, put some chips on the side, and then that will be my meal. Like I said, I'll show you guys a clip of dinner once it's done, and then I will pick up my camera tomorrow morning. I'm gonna do a little salty heat today. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, July 27th, I think. It is almost 8:45 in the morning and I am driving over to my Pilates class. I typically do a class that starts at like 9:30. I think the latest I do is 10 o'clock, just depending on what this class schedule is. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this yesterday about like kind of our daily morning routine. I have filmed it so many times and there's like multiple TikTok videos that I've done and stuff too, so I didn't want to like overdo it by doing another morning routine type of thing. But we typically wake up between like 7:30 and 8:30 depending on what time I have a class and what time David needs to get to work. And then I'll go take the dogs out while he gets their breakfast, and while he's finishing up their breakfast I make the bed. We have you know, he has like a little pre-workout or Celsius or whatever. I have a Celsius this morning. This is the Celsius heat. And then we'll both get ready and he'll head to his workout and I head to my workout. And then we're typically done around the same time. He gets ready for work and I make breakfast and get ready for the day. And that's usually how it goes. So those are like the top 3 things we do in the morning: take the dogs out, feed the dogs, make the bed. So whoever does one of the things, the other person will do like the other 2. Yeah, and then if David has to be at work early that morning, then obviously I do everything, and then if I have something that morning, he does everything. So definitely partners on that stuff. Okay, hello, I'm done with my Pilates class and just got cash because I'm gonna go get my nails done after I go home and have breakfast. If you're going to, you know, choose like this lifestyle, it is super, super important to remember that it's a partnership, because the whole reason that, you know, for me and my husband that we did this was so that we could be partners more of the time, versus like me working all day and just trying to focus on like getting my job done and him focusing on getting his job done. And then we would both come home at the end of the day, which I'm sure I've already explained this, and still have to take care of the dogs, go work out, cook, clean, and it just gave us no time really for, you know, just like watching shows or having a movie night or like going on a date night during the week, because we were exhausted. And by the time we got done doing everything, it was time to go to sleep, wake up, do it all over again. And my husband was on shift work for a while, so it just got exhausting. It took time away from our relationship and it just got super stressful. So yeah, the whole point of doing this is to be a partnership, because if you are a stay-at-home wife or you're the stay-at-home husband or, you know, partner, whatever, if during the day you've already kind of tidied up, done a couple chores, and even have just like dinner ready or dinner ordered, once your partner gets home, all they have to do is just kind of like change and maybe take a shower or whatever, maybe go to the gym, and then it's time to spend time together or work on things that you want to do together, or just, you know, enjoy each other's company or whatever. So it's really important, I think, for the partner who doesn't have the paying job. Being a stay-at-home spouse is not a walk in the park. You know, it's work. Like, that's why people hire people to, you know, do their laundry, clean their house, cook their food, walk their dogs, because it's all work, you know? It's important for the person who is actually leaving the home and going to a job to appreciate what the person who is staying at home is doing and the value that they bring to your relationship and to your partnership. Because if that part isn't seen, the resentment and the frustration with each other builds and builds. It's extremely important to the person who is going out and making the money, or, you know, the paycheck or whatever, to realize that they really couldn't do all that they do without the help and support of the person who is staying at home. So it requires a lot of like respect for each other and just appreciation. That's not always easy to do, as we all know. If you're in a relationship, like, it is work. If you are in a marriage, it is work. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of growth, a lot of like looking at yourself and finding your low points and trying to do better for the person that you're with. So sometimes David and I are doing really well and we're a partnership and we're helping each other out and we're supporting each other and like thriving when we do that, but we're human beings, so we can't always be at our best. So there are definitely times where we can like be a little resentful towards each other, mostly like me, because I really do like a lot of work, and I also, on top of everything I do for our house and our relationship and our dogs and myself and whatever, do content creation, which is really time consuming. It's a lot of effort, it's a lot of time editing, it's a lot of time, yeah, it's just, if any of you guys watching this are content creators, or you have a YouTube channel or whatever, you know how much work it is. So anyway, all of that to say, you're not always gonna have it figured out. You're gonna go through waves where like you're killing it, and you're gonna go through waves where you are arguing and you're frustrated with each other, and it's totally normal. But I think the most important thing, and something that David and I do when we are arguing or we feel frustrated, is to tell each other, like, be my friend right now, like, be my partner right now, and let's work through this. Like, we gotta put our friendship first right now so that we can, you know, get through whatever issue. that was a long thing, a lot of information. I'm sure I have talked y'all's ear off through this video, but like I said at the beginning, I do get a lot of questions about this lifestyle, and so I'm just trying to share like all my thoughts and experience and routine with y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna have the same breakfast I had yesterday, probably take the dogs out one more time, and then try and go over and get my nails refilled. Excuse me, Old Navy. What? These are amazing. Hello guys, so today kind of was not planned by any means. I went to my Pilates class, came back, had breakfast, got my nails done as you guys saw. I'm not sure I showed the final product, but I went with this clear kind of silver sparkly color, which is something I wouldn't normally pick, but I feel like they look really good. They're kind of giving me that viral like Hailey Bieber chrome look, but they didn't have the chrome, so I went with something a little bit different. Yeah, I like them. Anyway, when I was over at the nail salon, and I ended up going to a nail salon that I haven't been to in years, because I have a nail salon that I've been going to for like a year now. But they didn't have any appointments open, so I went to this other place and they did a really great job. Anyway, there was an Old Navy over there, and I remembered that I saw a TikTok video of like this girl trying on all this great stuff from Old Navy. So I went over there. I found a great pair of jeans and like a bodysuit. I had videos of both, and tried on a bunch of other stuff. And then Marshall's was next door, so I went over there and hit up the clearance section and got like a ton of, not a ton, but I tried on a ton of dresses, and I got like 3 or 4, maybe 5 really cute dresses, and like a pantsuit and an oversized button up from Aerie. Really great finds. I like to have that kind of stuff because we have like events and, you know, just different things that come up, and it's great to just be able to like grab a simple dress. So did that, and then I came home, had lunch, took the dogs out, and then I've just been scrolling TikTok for like an hour, like unwinding from the day. Just got out of the shower. I'm gonna do a fresh coat of self-tan, and then David should be home soon. I'm gonna make us some air fried tofu tacos for dinner. So it's just air fried high protein tofu. I baked some like golden potatoes, and then we'll just do like guacamole, bitchin' sauce, cheese, spring mix. I have micro cilantro. I'll show you guys the final result when it's all done. That's always a really great meal. And then we'll probably just watch a show or a movie and then go to bed. Tomorrow I have a Pilates class, and I plan on doing content. So you guys get 3 different types of days as a stay-at-home wife in this vlog. Yesterday was the productive cleaning, running errands. Today was Pilates, nails, shopping, self-care. And then tomorrow will be like a work day, content day. So you get the full shebang. I randomly woke up at 6:45 this morning, and the Pilates class I was originally planning on going to, I was still on the wait list. but there was 2 spots open for a 7:30 class, so I quickly got ready and I'm checking a Celsius and heading over there right now. It's gonna be a suspend 1.5 class, which I'm excited about, so that's always a really good workout. And this instructor is one of the instructors that like really pushes you, which I need that today. So I feel good this morning. I feel like excited that I woke up early. I'm ready to like hit the day running. Today's like my last day of my period. Like the brain fog is lifting and I'm starting to feel a little bit more like myself. Ladies, do you also just completely change during your period week? Like sometimes it's not so bad and I can barely even tell I'm on my period, and then some months it's like just stronger than ever and it affects every like level of my being. That's how this period was, which was really weird. Yeah, I'm glad to be like off of it and feeling a lot better. Anyway, so today's plan is go to this class, go home, you know, take care of the dogs, breakfast, all of that, and then get ready and do some content today. I want to do some styling videos and hopefully try and get some photos because I'm like running out of everything because I slacked off last week because I just wasn't in the creative mood. I'm about 5 minutes from the studio and I will pick up my camera after class. Hello, I have been back from Pilates for a while now. Had breakfast, showered, and just put on some makeup. And my hair rollers are heating up right now. But I am gonna do like a style video today. I love doing these videos. I wish I had more energy though. I just feel like so unmotivated and tired right now, but I'm like out of content right now, so this has to get done today. So I need to do some videos and some pictures. So what I like to do is I'll do like a couple of trends on TikTok, like find trending sounds or voiceovers or whatever, film a few of those, and then in between that I like to sprinkle in like styling videos and lifestyle videos and respond to comments videos. I have a couple questions about being a stay-at-home wife, so I'll probably respond to those. Yeah, so I'm about to just put some looks together. Okay, I have to document this right now because this is the best my hair has ever come out using hair rollers. It's like so big and full. I used the Kristen S texture spray. Obviously had to use a little heat protector, and it came out so big and full, which is exactly what I was going for. So I have some wrinkle release going on back here. I need to steam a couple things and then I will get started putting the outfits together. I'm done for the day. I just did so many videos of outfits. It's already 2 o'clock now, so for the past 2 hours I've been filming, and I've started getting ready at like 11, I think. Maybe even earlier than that, like 10:30. So it's already been such a long morning, but yeah, I'm wrapping up all the videos I just did, and I was gonna do photos today, but it is super cloudy. I think I'm just gonna wait till this weekend and hopefully get some help from a friend or David to help me take pictures of everything that I took videos of today. So I'm gonna go take the dogs out, have lunch, clean up, and start editing everything I filmed today. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and spending a few days with me as a stay-at-home wife / content creator, and got an idea of kind of like what my life looks like on a regular basis. If you have any questions, please comment below and I will get back to you. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.